Welcome, everybody, to the On Delay Run podcast. We're back with another edition this week. If you could follow us on our everywhere that's available to listen here on Spotify, Apple Music, also on YouTube. Give us a follow ondelay.run on Spotify and Instagram. And, give us a rating and follow here on Spotify or Apple Music. That would help, spread the podcast to those who would enjoy it. So without further ado, Dad, you want to take it away?
Sure. Hey, thanks, Abe, for that. Hey, so happy New Year to all of our listeners. We are now in 2026, and we are excited about this year. And this on this podcast, I'm excited to have our guest on today. One of the things that we want to really do and emphasize here on Daily Run is that there are runners all across the board. Like, of course, you have runners who've been doing it for a while, runners who are new to the sport. And so we want to be able to highlight a lot of them. And this guest I have seen on Instagram and post a lot of stuff, not only about running, but about their faith and about just different things that they enjoy. And I thought, hey, we need to have this guy on one time at least. And so without further ado, would you everybody welcome Hudson Cuplin. Welcome to On Delay Run, my friend. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, man, I am doing fantastic. Fantastic. So I want to say thank you so much for coming on, man. We are super thrilled to have you on and just to be able to talk a little bit about running and just about life and everything that's going on in your world. So first of all, man, how was your holiday season, Christmas and New Year's?
Really great. Some good runs happening. Just hanging out with the family.
Okay, awesome. Did you guys travel anywhere or did you just kind of stay here in the
No, I
area?
kind of stayed home.
Okay, awesome. Well, Hudson, so, with On the Run, of course, we like talking about running and we'll talk about that in just a moment. And we also like to talk about things, just to be able to get to know you as well. So we'll have some fun questions towards the end just to kind of get to know you a little bit more. So, first question, Hudson, I just want to know, like, how did you get into running, and then how long have you been running?
I got into running because of my brother. He ran, so it's kind of like just like something I had to do, follow his footsteps. And I started running in sixth grade, and I'm now a sophomore, so about 5 years.
About 5 years. Okay, so your brother had a big influence on your decision to run.
Definitely, like growing up, going to his meets and things like that, definitely pushed me to like join the sport. I thought it was like a lot of fun, like watching it too. Like I was
Yeah.
really having a lot of fun and like really good team culture in the sport.
Okay, awesome. So you run track and field and also cross country and everything. And so for you, like, what's been the most fun for you and while you've been in the running community? What's been the most fun experience?
I'd say the most fun experience is like different events hosted by a ton of different people around the world. Like I'm wearing a Toad 2 Mile t-shirt. I
Okay.
love just like meeting different runners and then all things like really all around the country and like different people that all do the sport because it's an easy way to connect with a ton of different people that you've never met before.
Yeah. So you said all around the country. So have you been to like other meets in different states?
Yeah, like this Toad meet that I went to over the summer was in Tennessee,
Okay.
and I used to do AAU races too, so different states,
Yeah.
which is a lot of fun meeting different people. Like
Okay.
at nationals for AAU, I actually ran against people from Puerto Rico. That was really cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. So like how long ago did you do the AAU?
When I was in middle school, I think it was seventh grade.
Okay. Okay. So did you make it to how far did you make it into AAU?
To nationals, and I took second in the second fastest heat I wanted to say.
Okay. All right. So and what event was that?
The 2 mile, all 3K.
The 3K. Okay. So do you like the longer distances or what's your prefer?
Definitely. So like I like running 800 and things like that, but I definitely am like better at the longer distances, I would say.
Okay. All right. So the 800, okay, in your opinion, I got to know this. In your opinion, what is the most difficult event in track?
By far the 800.
Yes. All right.
Because
So
it's like, you're sprinting and for a very long like amount of time, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming from an 800 meter guy, I consider myself a specialist. I think it's definitely the hardest just because it's like a 400, but you got to do it all over again. And
Yeah,
there's tactics that come in, and you got to time your kick right. There's so much to consider.
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm.
Yeah. So Hudson, so walk us through a little bit of that experience for you at AAU. I've seen AAU. I know they go late into the season, late into the summer, right, for the nationals that they
Yeah.
do. So, like so walk us through like where did you start? Like, is there like states? Is there like how break it down for us?
So like when I was younger, my brother actually signed up for this club near our teams at like club running, and I signed up for that team too because at our school it wasn't like especially my middle school. There's not a lot of people that like really like run competitively. It's
Okay.
more so like you join the team, like hang out with your friends and things like that. So it's like a much different thing for me to run competitively. So we did that, and then you, excuse me,
Yeah. Okay.
and then you train year round. So like a much better experience for me, and then also, yeah, competing in meets throughout the summer and in the winter indoor season. Basically, just extends your track season, and then you can train more into cross country.
Right. Right. So so for the AAU, help me understand. So there's a state one that you got to qualify for, like a regional one. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so there's like I want to say that it was two different meets I had to do, like to qualify.
Okay. So and so where was the national meet for what that you went to?
The national meet that I went to was in Des Moines, Iowa.
Okay. So that's not it wasn't too like terribly
Yeah,
far.
not too
Yeah.
far.
Okay. Awesome. So with running, like what do you think being a part of cross country and also doing track and field, like what has been something that you've learned from it that you're like, man, I can't like this really applies like to life or to where I'm at right now in my life.
I'd say definitely just the fact that you really have to like push through even when you don't want to do something because like training for running is like very difficult, like running every single day, things like that. It's not something that every person can just go do. So I'd say definitely pushes you to like stop complaining and like kind of just like, like, okay, like I got to go do it, and definitely like in life, sometimes you're gonna have that situation where you don't want to go do something. And I think running helps you realize that you can really benefit from doing it every single day and getting better because you have to do it like I run, 6 days a week. So it's like, makes you really realize how hard work really pays off.
Yeah, for sure. So hard, yeah, like hard work and is being that consistent, bringing that consistency, and hopefully seeing that reward later on as you've been consistent in that. So what are one of the things that you do that helps you stay motivated? Like here we are in Illinois. It's January. It's not
Yeah.
the best outside. So what do you do to be able to keep you motivated?
I mean, I'd say it's definitely very hard. I listen to music on my runs. I also think that like really just realizing like what you're doing it for. Like definitely the fact that like I think like like God can help you through it and help push you through, and that really like it makes it all worth it in the end. I feel like is the real thing. And like I look up to like what you want to do in your future. Like my goal is to run in college, so
Okay.
I feel like that by doing that, it's like okay, like I know that this is gonna help me later on in my life.
Yeah. So you have a goal that you'd like to run in college.
Yes.
Is there like any particular college you'd like to try to?
Not for sure as of right now.
You're not sure. Okay. So then, of course we know, cross country, you just, of course you run those miles at the, in Illinois is 3 miles. And then in track and field, what would you say with track and field, what would you say is like your go-to event?
Definitely the 2 mile.
A 2 mile? Okay. So, any goals for you this upcoming outdoor season, indoor season?
Yeah. So last year my track season was not like great. Like honestly, I was not really happy with my times. It's because I was injured after cross country season. I had like an Achilles injury, so I really like
Mm,
took me a while to get back into running, especially with that long break.
yeah,
So it wasn't too great. So definitely hope to be significantly below 10 minutes for the 2 miles, my goal.
yeah. Okay. So, so you were injured. I always enjoy like talking to people because a lot of runners have experienced different injuries, and so I'm always curious to like what keeps you motivated when you're injured, and then trying to come back, like getting back into the groove of things. So, what would you say is something that helped you, try like overcoming that injury and then getting in that groove back into running?
I mean, I'd say definitely extremely difficult to like get back into it because like when you take that time off, you're really just like, man, this is like awesome, like you get a little break. But
Yeah.
I feel like definitely when you're older, you realize more like why it's important to come back into it. Like the past week I've had this cough, and I would say that like it's really just showed me like because I haven't been able to run super well. Like when I start to run, I just cough a lot.
Mm,
But I'd say that definitely showed me like don't take for granted being able to go out and run. And I'd say that that was like kind of motivator for me. It's like now I want to run so bad. I've never like wanted to go run right now.
yeah.
So I'd say that's definitely like a big thing for me is that you're gonna like feel you need to go do it.
Yeah, yeah. So, so with that, like that motivation of wanting to go do that, like, where do you think that comes from for you? Does it come from just wanting to be better, or is it your discipline? Is it your faith? What would you say?
I'd say it's definitely just I mean they want to be better because it's like when I'm doing that and I feel like I can do other things, especially because like when you're dealing with the injury, other thing, you're a lot of times doing supplemental training that's not running. And I feel like doing that also just makes you feel like so much stronger, like you're ready to go. I feel
Uh-huh.
like really just the fact that you're like holding yourself back by not doing it because you're injured or sick, which not always is like a great thing because you're worried like you're falling behind and you can't really help it.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely say that the fact that you can do better and like you're going to come back stronger than you were before is definitely like a motivator.
Yeah. So, so one of the things I have noticed, switching gears just a little bit, but not really. So I noticed on your personal Instagram, like you post a lot of like motivational things that are like tied to faith and at least to your faith and everything. And so, my question would be is like how important is it for you that your faith is tied into like into running?
For me, I'd say it's extremely important. I think that it's definitely a one way that it can help you through your training and things like that for running. And also, it's just a great way to like, really push you through, but also like have something to lean on too. Like if you can go back to that and realize like, that there's things that other people have done that is much harder than what you're doing right now.
Mhm.
I feel like that's definitely something you can really like lean on to and think about that. And also like in the motivational aspect, like just shows you that you can do it. Like people did these things for you and like you can, do better.
Yeah. So, so can you give us an example, maybe, I don't know, the past few months, maybe during cross country season, that like, maybe your faith really helped you during your season?
At the beginning of cross country season, I would say that I was not like, I was really just running the exact same time every single race. Like I could not get like faster than like 16:45, and I was like my PR is 16:20 in freshman year, so it was like really just like the fact that I could not get that faster. Excuse me.
You
Also
good?
because I could, um, I knew I needed to be under 16. I knew I could do that for sure. And I really my goal was to go beat my brother's record for cross country for the 3 mile. That was 100%
Okay.
my goal. So I feel like I really just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. And then I really like kind of like took it in. And one of the things I started listening to worship music before my races, definitely like, I don't know, like I usually listen to other music, but worship music before a race definitely gets you like ready, makes you feel good, but also kind of hypes you up a little bit.
Mhm.
I'd say just, gives you a reason to really push forward. And that was what I was doing when I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere, and it definitely helped me. Like I got PR by the very last race of my season was 15:53, so definitely helped me out towards the end of cross country season.
Okay. So, is that, I mean, I don't know what you're like, if you have any rituals before you run or anything, but so it sounds like you listen to worship music before you run. Is there anything else that you do that kind of, I guess, helps you remember, or like where your faith maybe pushes you in your race?
Really just that. I also pray before my race, and I pray with my
Hmm.
teammates a lot as well. I try to bring my teammates into it as well. I think that if we can foster that in our team culture, it can help us out a lot during races. I do it with my teammates, and I try to like make it more and more about the team. the season progresses. But yeah, really just that. And then I try to also like kind of like keep it out of my head as well. Like, just know that like what's gonna happen is gonna happen,
Right.
and just go out and do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's, everybody has their own, like, what they do before a race, and it helps them and stuff. And it sounds like you have your own like routine there that you do, that helps you. And so, one thing I was interested, because I saw you down at State, for Illinois. You were participating in the races. Although I am curious as to, yeah. All right. So, just I was asking about, like, what was your reason for going down to State? Yeah, even though you may not have been participating in it. So why did you feel you needed to go down there?
I want to support my teammates. That I had a teammate running there as well. Yeah, a girl teammate was running there, and also I make like you make a lot of friends through your sport, and I knew that a lot of them were running there, so I just kind of wanted to go support them and see them there. And really cool seeing that, but also kind of like get that experience in because I really want to go to state
Yeah.
in the next few
Yeah.
years. So that's definitely
But
my goal.
yeah, no, that's awesome. Like, so with you going down there, like, how, so in your view, do you feel like giving support is like a big thing in at least in the running community?
I would say 100% it's a big thing because you need people that motivate you, especially because it's so difficult. But also like the people that are cheering for you, it makes you feel like you can do it. Really, I'd
Yeah.
say that I would want someone there for me, so I would go for them.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's great because I think anyways in a running community, like, support is like, I've seen it so much, like, from people. I run a marathon, and just being out there and hearing the people cheer for you, even though they don't know you, that gives you a lot of motivation, and
Definitely.
everything. So Hudson, like, what for you? Um, it sounds like you said that the AAU is probably one of your best, one of your best experiences, for in running. Uh, do you mind sharing maybe an experience that wasn't so great for you?
Um, I honestly have really like a lot of not great experiences through running. I'd say just really, I guess, I guess one thing is that last year my team for high school was very like senior heavy,
Okay.
not a ton of people. So like I was like essentially our third runner last year on our team. Um, two seniors ahead of me, and then this year I'm the leading runner on our team. So really like a really big step for me being a sophomore leading our team. Definitely like a big thing, but I wouldn't say it's like really a bad thing. Kind of just like a really like different experience than I would have like expected.
Mm. Okay. So going to being like the number one runner for your team, how has that experience, how was that experience for you during cross season? Like, did you learn about leadership? I mean, what was that like for you?
I think it definitely helped me. I like I wouldn't say I'm a natural leader because it's definitely like something that I work on, but I really like being outgoing, reaching out to people, and I think that leading my team just helped me like want to make others better at the sport as well, and also like follow my footsteps. Like I said, praying before the race, but also like working to make the team a group. And I feel like that also I'm very competitive, so I'd say that me leading the team helped like kind of like bring that competitive aspect to the team more.
Uh-huh.
Definitely something that like if you ever get the chance to lead your team, it's a great like I'd say thing to be able to do because you really like make a difference and it's like way easier. I feel like to do like what you think or like to help your team, especially like the start line and things like that. Definitely a
Right.
great thing.
Okay. I mean, that's learning leadership at a young age is always going to be beneficial for you later on. And so, I sincerely hope that in the next coming years for you, you learn more and you're able to apply that, in your life, and for the team as well. Um, and so, Hudson, one is, like, we like to, like I said earlier, we like to get to know you, and just kind of ask some questions, just to find out more about you. So the first question is, if you had to be on a team for Marvel or DC, which one would you choose?
Definitely Marvel. I don't watch a lot of DC. I watch like a lot more Marvel. I'd say definitely Marvel.
All right. So then, who's your character in Marvel?
Captain America for sure.
Captain America? All right.
Yeah.
So okay, you got to tell us why. Why Captain America?
Definitely, I feel like he was a lot more daring. Like in the first movie, he really like he decided to do this like this super soldier serum or whatever that made him way stronger. And also, he shows a lot of pride and he wants to help people. So I'd say that's definitely like kind of like a person to look up to.
Okay. All right. So Captain America. So then are you're it sounds like you would definitely watch the upcoming Doomsday film that'll be
Yeah.
coming out later this year. Yeah. Have you seen the trailers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So next question is what is on your playlist right now that you or a song that you have like on repeat? Uh or maybe top three artists that you listen to right now on your playlist.
Um, I really don't know. I listen to a lot of different kinds of music.
Okay.
I wouldn't say necessarily like one big song. Um, but like pre-race, I'd say Elevation Worship. Also like really, if you can find any rap artist is what I would say. Definitely, like that's something I would like. It helps me, like it's really like upbeat, fast paced. And then Tate McRae is one of my favorite artists.
Okay. What was the last one again?
Tate McRae,
Say McCrae?
Tate.
Tate. Oh, okay, okay, okay. My bad. I didn't quite hear all that. All right. So Tate, that's all right. That's pretty good. I myself, I'm a huge fan of NF. I don't know if you've heard of him. But Abe and I, we went to his concert a couple years ago. So he's a rap artist, but he's really good. Shout out NF if you ever listen. um, okay, so we got the music, we got the who you would choose. So have you? I don't know. Have you watched any of the Stranger Things episodes?
I have not. I've seen
Yeah.
trailers and it just looks really creepy, so I'm not really like into that. Really, I wouldn't say.
Okay. All right. All right. It sounds good. So for the new year, do you have any like resolutions or any goals that you have laid out?
I'd say really just get more motivated and just work hard really every day. Definitely one other thing that I want to work on more is like supplemental training, not just running, like like doing abs and core and all things like that.
Hmm.
Definitely, in addition to my running, is things that I need to work on.
Okay. All right. So Abe, do you have any supplemental training that you like to do or that you hate doing?
Um, I think something that's really beneficial, like you said, is core. I've been doing a lot of it recently, like every day after runs. Something that I don't enjoy doing. I mean, I don't enjoy doing core, but no, I think lifting probably it's really beneficial for runners, but feels like a chore sometimes. So probably that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So we got those. We got those. And so, are there any indoor meets that, or what's your first indoor meet that you'll be doing, Hudson, coming up
Um, it's a school meet in Rockford. I believe sometime in February, early February.
early February? Okay. So do you know what events you'll be running in that?
I do not know yet. Most likely 2 miles.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, Hudson, I just want to say, thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. We appreciate it. And before we go, I have a question I want to ask you, and then kind of let you respond how you want. So, is there anything you'd like to say to encourage other runners out there of any level that just for running or in life in general?
I mean, I would say go out there and get it done. Definitely another thing too is that let's say like you're not really the best runner. You think you're like never gonna like you see people that are really really fast, and you're like, man, I wish I could do that someday. But like then if you look at people that like I look at athletic a lot, and if you look at people that are athletic, and you can see like the people that were that are really fast, they didn't used to always not every person used to be always amazing. So there's definitely a process of you to become great. I think that's very important for people to realize that. And I would say that just push yourself harder and harder, and work to a goal. Like find yourself a goal, and just work on that's what you want to do every single time. Because if you don't set a goal either, it's hard to find something you want to work on. Then it definitely helps you to have a goal to be the reason why you're like doing it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that, Hudson. We really do appreciate your time. And fellow listeners, we just want to say thank you for taking time to listen and check us out here. Just real quick, as Abe already mentioned at the beginning, you can check us out on the socials. We are on TikTok and also Instagram. Really simple, run, and then also Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube. It'd be incredibly helpful if you gave us a follow on those on Spotify and YouTube and leave us a rate. That would be fantastic. So, Hudson, what is your Instagram handle?
Hudson.Cuplin.
Hudson.Cuplin. So you can give this guy a follow. He throws some really good stuff on there and really some motivational stuff. So you can check him out. Again, thank you, Hudson. And we hope that everybody has a fantastic, fantastic year as we are, in a new year. And this year, I hope that everybody hears in your head, Andales, so that way you can do your PRs or get your PRs. So until next week, guys, hope you have a great one, and we will talk to you later.